Good morning, Adam. How are you doing today?
Morning, Matt. All good, thanks. Yourself?
Yeah, very, very well. Thank you. Welcome back to our pub product update briefing. Busy week, this one.
Indeed, yeah, there's been some good updates.
Good updates. We've done a couple of customer visits this week as well, haven't we? So it's been nice to be out on the road.
Yeah, you probably feel like you've covered half the country this week.
Yeah, a little bit up in Derby and also Bristol. Obviously, you're over in Bristol. That was a long day, right? So, but well worth it. Obviously meeting clients in person and doing all that good stuff. So we've got some really nice updates today. So we only did a pub. When was the last pub? Like Monday, Tuesday?
So. Yeah, early this week.
Yeah. So, well, this shows you how fast HubSpot's moving, though, right? Like the fact that we've got more stuff to talk about on the Friday is pretty mega that we can actually do that. So. Let me bring up my screen. Just realized I haven't even got that ready. Podcast / video amateur, but I've got the product updates here from our demo account. So the first one we're going to talk about, let's bring this on screen, is Helpdesk Spaces. So a bit of an intro to this then. It's only available for Service Hub Enterprise, but what it allows you to do is create spaces within your, essentially within Helpdesk itself. So what are spaces? They're kind of like views, I think, on steroids by the sounds of it. It may be a nice way to describe it. So you used an example earlier, didn't you, about like an agency with like maybe supporting two different softwares. You could say all software tickets about this piece of software go into this space, all other ones go into that space, right?
Yeah, it seems to be a useful update for Helpdesk because it seems to be able to help with that kind of organization of where your tickets are falling by able to put them in dedicated spaces. So should make life a lot easier, I'd imagine.
Yeah, absolutely. I think, when we're looking at the configuration of this, it allows you to, so you have to have a seat, of course, and a sales enterprise seat at that. So it's not certainly not a cheap tool to be using, but considering the potential benefits, what it does is it creates this kind of which I think is a bit of an awesome term, a space switcher, where you can switch between different spaces. So this one here in their example is like you've got tier 1 tickets, like a tier 1 space, and then you've also got further kind of spaces that you can do here. So it's interesting, right? You've got like different views. So create view based on a space or a global view. So space includes tickets assigned only to teams in the selected space, and a global view is tickets assigned to any team. So I think that's quite neat that you can route tickets into a particular team, and then set automatic assignment, rotation, all that type of good stuff as you can do in Helpdesk and Service Hub anyway, and then push it into a space. So I think still need to use it to get a kind of head around where you would really kind of see massive benefit on this. But I think what HubSpot say, high volume support teams, effective organization. So Spaces address the bottlenecks here by providing a dedicated work area built around team tickets. So I think that's a pretty nice update, and only for Service Hub Enterprise. What's the next one on our list, Adam? Is it the book meetings one?
Yep. Yeah, it wouldn't be a pub without an update to the sales workspace. And this week's update is that you can now book meetings from within the schedule tab. So previously, I think this schedule tab is pretty much just your calendar. But you can now actually book meetings from within there, so it's adding a bit more functionality to that area, which is great. So another valuable update to the sales workspace.
I think this is really good. Just encourages people to go on the Sales Pro or Enterprise seat there as well. This is kind of the functionality you get when you're booking a meeting, like in the Gmail tool or the sales extension. And then really nice to see that all in one place, because reps no longer have to kind of move about different areas. So again, just a really powerful one. There's a couple of updates around I know this is not on our agenda here, but there's a couple of updates around Breeze and customer agents. So there's been a couple of updates into customer agents. So I think it's more about release dates and that type of stuff. But what it can do is just incredible. And I think we'd like to explore that a bit further. It can actually take actions in other systems, which is awesome. And then the Ask Breeze action. I was looking at this earlier, trying to figure out what was the update they've provided this week. And it doesn't actually say what's new. There's like a new update to it, but I'm trying to look through it. And I'm like, what is new? What's new here? It all looks the same. But
I did the same. I just thought, well, they've clearly improved it to some extent, but what exactly, I'm not too sure. But we've always said, that's something that will just continue to get better.
Yeah, absolutely. So anyway, let's digress back to what we're actually going to talk about. So you mentioned this one, Adam, in the prep as well. So manage video captions in the social editor. So what is this? What does it do?
I just think it's a bit of an underrated one in general about what you can actually do with video in HubSpot now.
Okay, nice.
So a few months ago, you got might have been longer than that. You got the ability to add subtitles using AI to your videos, and now they've kind of just taken it to that next step, which is you can now actually edit those captions. So if it gets a spelling mistake or picks up the word wrong, or American spelling by spelling mistake, you can just go in and edit that and change it now. So again, another nice update, and something that a lot of people are probably using third-party apps for, where actually it's within your HubSpot, because I think it's available for, is it Pro and
Marketing Pro and above. Yeah, I find this interesting though, that it's not. How is this not in like Content Hub, like rather than Marketing Hub? This is in marketing. There's no mention of Content Hub here. I know Marketing Plus is marketing and content together, but you'd think it would just be available for if you only had Content Hub, right? But then I guess it is because it's in the social editor. That's why the social tools only on marketing. So, but it is a bit odd. It's like managing content, but not included in Content Hub. Just
there's a big grey area, right, in my opinion, with Content Hub and Marketing Hub. Is
my prediction is it'll be merged again at some point. To be honest, like people are buying the two together regardless, aren't they? So. This is an interesting one I just want to highlight, again, not on the agenda, but the activity summary that you used to get at the top of the records is being retired. I think it's probably because people just want an option if they want to see this at the top or not. And when it's like generating whilst you're on the record, it's pretty annoying. So they're actually like sunsetting this. And to actually get this kind of functionality back, where it's an activity summary on your record, you have to add a card into one of your other tabs, like the overview tab or any like other tabs that you create if you're on an enterprise plan. So I think this is a really it's a sad one to see it go, but it does make sense, right? Because it especially with a long summary like this, it does eat into the feed.
Yeah, I agree. It's a handy feature when you're kind of dipping into accounts that you don't have much background on. But when it's an account that you're working on all the time, you don't need to see that constant update of what's going on because it's nice to see that it's not going away completely as such. It's just going to be almost same but different. And
add it into the new area and using that new card library, which I must say is a very, very nice UI on that new card library. So another useful one, this is a workflow action, and we don't get many new workflow actions these days, I don't think. But this one is around validating and formatting phone numbers. So we have loads of clients where the phone numbers are in a bit of a mess. They've been put in differently by different reps or different imports or other systems, and it's just not ideal. So what this allows you to do is it allows you to take a phone number, kind of pass that phone number in, apply a default country code. So if you're in the States, it would be United States. If you're in the UK, it'd be obviously the UK +44. And then it actually spits the phone number back out for you in a kind of international standard. And you have to obviously use the edit record to kind of save it back in. But I think that's a really strong update, and it's available across basically any plan with workflows.
Yeah, which I think is great, because you wouldn't be surprised if you got to the end of that and said, and this is for Ops Hub. Because it's almost like data cleansing. So it's nice that it's available to everyone, because who doesn't love clean data? And this will go down well with sales, right? Because in theory, they're going to hit less, bad calls. So
exactly. If you're integrating something like Aircall, or if you're using HubSpot calling, you just want to hit that phone number without having to go, I've got to validate it, I've got to do that, I've got blah, blah, blah. This is just going to clean up all the data. You can obviously run it all, backdate your whole database using this, and then just have it constantly turned on going forward as part of your data cleaning workflows. So, and like you said, nice to see it not kind of bundled in Operations Hub, because that would have been a bit sad. But I could see why they would have done it, to be fair. So a couple of interesting ones on the second page today. So first one, multiple dashboards in the sales workspace. This one, so there's no screen grabs on here, but in the sales workspace, you only used to be able to have one dashboard. You can now have multiple ones, and it's in private beta. Anything to add for that one, Adam?
I think the only thing to add on that is, I believe the dashboards are set by the admin. So I don't believe like the individual salesperson can add whatever dashboard they like. It's still kind of controlled at that higher level, but still obviously nice to be able to have more dashboards available.
Yeah, fair enough. Yeah, I think nice to do that. It would be good if it was completely customizable by rep, but I do see the value of admin having control there. I like this one that's coming out for Marketing Hub. This is a new unsubscribe feedback survey. So, how it just blows my mind that this isn't a thing already or hasn't been a thing for years, right? Because other tools, MailChimp and all the other kind of marketing email tools have had this for years, right? HubSpot's finally rolling this out, and available marketing stuff. Oh, look at that! All hubs and tiers. So they always, whenever it says all hubs and tiers, I always get confused why they have all this other stuff. But a feedback survey after someone unsubscribes. That is a awesome update.
It's a bit of it's one of those ones, isn't it? The unsubscribe area of emails, you always feel like it's a bit underlooked. Doesn't get much love and attention or updates. So it's nice to see this as being added.
Yeah, absolutely. So it's enabled for by default for all free and starter Marketing Hub customers and new Marketing Hub customers, not enabled for legacy ones. Fair enough. Okay, there's some other options on. You can use you can do it in the custom report builder, which I think is also nice. So it's basically going to add in marketing email activities, gave reason for unsubscribe, and then if you're on a pro plan or more, you can then access that in your custom report builder, which is pretty awesome. What's next on our list, Adam?
I think we're looking at there was one about finding reports that you're not using, which I thought was useful.
Yeah, that one was a really good update because there's obviously ways around that, right? Here we go.
Yeah.
So there's a new tab called Unused Reports in your list of reports. Great. So
yeah, it's simple, but it's so useful, right? Especially for the larger portals where, I think it's probably quite common where people have created a report, perhaps something they need to report on every 6 months, and then the next 6 months come around and they think, oh, I can't be able to find that report. I'll just create it again. And then,
especially if they've bought the reporting upgrade as well, so they get up to 3,000 reports, and all of a sudden, just like you said, it's being recreated 10, 20 times.
Yeah, so great to see that. This will make it a lot easier, like natively, if you like, to be able to clear out and keep on top of your reports.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, I think that's really awesome, and just another kind of a call out for this data retention policy bit. That's great. And then I think that's kind of all we have to talk about today. But I think we're going to be seeing a bit of a slowdown in updates, is my prediction, over the next kind of few weeks, just based on the fact that inbound's coming up soon. 2nd of September is Partner Day, which we'll be at. And then Wednesday to Friday is the actual conference over in San Fran. So we're sending a few of the, 5 of the Unmatched team to inbound, which is going to be awesome. And I think the updates will slow down a little bit over August and come back with a bang for inbound.
Yeah, I can't wait. Yeah, we'll have to try and do a pub in the States.
Yeah, that'll be mega. Yeah, if you guys can record a pub over in the States, I think you and Dan can certainly maybe pack a mic into your bag and get a hotel room or recording out there. I think that'd be really cool. I think with what we did last year, I think there was about 90 slides. I think we published last year for the updates. So hopefully they do the same again this year. So really excited for that, and just to see what updates are coming at inbound. I think it's maybe 4 weeks or so until partners will be getting a preview of the updates. So we'll also have to be pretty quiet on those, but we're not trying to tease too much. But stick to the rules.
Yeah, looking forward to it.
Absolutely. Well, look, have a nice weekend, and see you soon.
Yeah, you too, Matt. Cheers. Bye-bye.
Cheers. Bye-bye.